Alright, guys, I'm back. I'm going to be doing some more reading out of Revelations. If I look different, it's because I'm being badgered by my wife and my oldest sister about how funny my video clips look because apparently I've been recording from the wrong angle. And so I'm trying a different angle on my phone, so if I look different or if I look crazy, you can blame them. But also, if it looks better and if it looks normal, you can also thank them. So I wasn't sure how to do all this stuff. Like I said, I'm just recording because I want to read and I want to get a good message of love out every day. I have, what is it, chapter 17 today from Revelations. I hope when I read these, if it's just one person that's seeing these, I hope that you guys get blessed like I'm getting blessed by these readings. I know that as soon as I started this book, that it let me know that whoever reads this and whoever listens to these words is blessed. And so I'm hoping that I'm just passing some blessings out. Because I tell you what, as much as I'd like to have more resources, more time, more money to be able to share and to give, I don't have those right now. And so what I do have to give is a message of love, and I have that for everybody. And especially the people that are even close enough to me to be on my Facebook friends list. That means we've come in contact through passing, whether it's I taught one of your kids, whether you're family, blood related, whether you're a close friend, loved one. Everybody on my Facebook page, anyone that comes across me on my YouTube page, anybody. I want them to, when they come across me, they know that someone out there loves them. And I'm going to be sure to remind them that someone else loves them. Jesus loves them. So, in that spirit, we're going to continue to to chapter 17 in Revelations, this one titled Seizing the Final Victory. Here we go, guys. The Great Prostitute. One of the 7 angels who had poured out the 7 bowls came over and spoke to me. Come with me, he said, and I will show you the judgment that is going to come on the great prostitute, who rules over many waters. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk by the wine of her immorality. So the angel took me in the spirit into the wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that had 7 heads and 10 horns, and blasphemies against God were written all over it. The woman wore purple and scarlet clothing, and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls. Excuse me. In her hand she held a gold goblet full of obscenities and the impurities of her immorality. A mysterious name was written on her forehead: Babylon the Great, mother of all prostitutes and obscenities in the world. I could see that she was drunk with the blood of God's holy people who were witnesses for Jesus. I stared at her in complete amazement. Why are you so amazed? The angel asked. I will tell you the mystery of this woman and of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns on which she sits. The beast you saw was once alive, but isn't now, and yet he will soon come up out of the bottomless pit and go to eternal destruction, and the people who belong to this world, whose names were not written in the book of life before the world was made, will be amazed at the reappearance of this beast who had died. This calls for a mind with understanding. The 7 heads of the beast represent the 7 hills where the woman rules. They also represent 7 kings. 5 kings have already fallen. The 6th now reigns, and the 7th is yet to come, but his reign will be brief. The scarlet beast that was, but is no longer, is the 8th king. He is like the other 7, and he, too, is headed for destruction. The 10 horns of the beast are 10 kings who have not yet risen to power. They will be appointed to their kingdoms of one brief moment to reign with the beast. They will all agree to give him their power and authority. Together they will go to war against the Lamb, but the Lamb will defeat them because he is Lord of all lords and King of all kings. And his called and chosen and faithful ones will be with him. Then the angel said to me, The waters where the prostitute is ruling represent masses of people of every nation and language. The scarlet beast and his 10 horns all hate. Oh no, sorry about that. The scarlet beast and his 10 horns all hate the prostitute. They will strip her naked, eat her flesh, and burn her remains with fire. For God has put a plan into their minds, a plan that will carry out his purposes. They will agree to give their authority to the scarlet beast, and so the words of God will be fulfilled. And this woman you saw in your vision represents the great city that rules over the kings of the world. And that's 17, guys. I know that I heard somewhere about someone that had given interpretations to the 7 kings and then the additional 10 kings and what that might represent as far as maybe not so much kings or rulers, but somebody who had command, that it could be presidents and emperors. And I would like to see, what would it be? I think that there's a study that shows that tried to connect people that could have represented whether they would have been a horn or a head of the beast. And I know people make references to Adolf Hitler and other previous pharaohs of old, and just all of that. And I know that it's going to be impossible for us as finite humans to be able to understand the infinite that is God, but I am sometimes always interested just to hear people's perspective on that, because I think that in the desire to want to understand him, especially in a humble manner like I do, just out of curiosity, wanting to know more about his word, that I think he blesses that. I think that he wants us to continue to seek him, if only just for the sake of seeking him. And so, while I'm not sure off the top of my head who those kings were that have passed, the 2 to come, or the one that currently reigned, and then the 1 to come, and then the 10 that were come to pass that were the horns. But I imagine that there's people that have already put that together. And what that means for how close we are to the end of times, I know there's some people that prophesy, I wouldn't even claim to try and do that we're currently living in the end times, but what that means, I don't know, because I don't understand what time means to God. You know, they say that God created the heavens and the earth in 7 days, or rested on the 7th. I don't know or think that was 24-hour days like us. I don't know what time means to him. When he says, "Oh, I'm coming soon," is that soon for him? Because soon for me would be like, hey, this time tomorrow. But soon for him could be a lifetime. I know that we're like grains of sand on a beach that just pass by. And I don't know what all this means. I do believe that this is how the end is going to come to be. The timeline, I don't know. He says soon. I'd be ready now. That's all I know. So, with that being said, that was chapter 17. I'm continuing to enjoy the blessings God continues to pour on me for not just reading this, but just doing what he told us, trying to be a good soldier. I hope that you guys are finding yourselves blessed. I love you. Jesus loves you. And you guys have to let me know how this recording turned out. But have a great day, guys.